So I've just been looking more into smoking statistics, and I've just been uncovering more. And I think I've come across these statistics at some point before in the past, and I've come to the realization of just like quite how deep the pit of bullshit and nonsense surrounding smoking is, and its risk of lung cancer, or its attendant risk of lung cancer, and so on. It's like, yes, smoking does increase lung cancer. Well, yeah, yes, 70% of lung cancers are attributed to smoking. That statistic comes from the NHS. However, there are 48,500 cases of lung cancer in the UK per year in a population of 70 million. This means that the percentage chance of you getting lung cancer in general, just as being a member of the population, is 0.069%. Right. The chances of developing lung cancer in your entire life are less than 1,000, whether or not you smoke. That is the major problem with this shite. It's a failure to put statistics into context. It's a failure to see the bigger picture in epidemiological terms and its broader effects on society. It's utter crap, rubbish, and nonsense about smoking. It's a relatively innocuous habit. It's a triviality at best. The fact that you smoke, and does it make you unhealthy? It makes you short of breath. For that reason alone, it's probably bad. But lung cancer is also one of the commonest cancers in the UK, accounting for I think 13% of all cancer diagnoses in the UK. So it could be as many as 30 something percent. But really, this is stupidity. Cancer itself is actually is not a very common disease. By that sort of logic, if it's 13% of all cancers, then the general prevalence of cancer affects about 1% of the population. And I know we go mad over cancer in Britain, and we fawn ridiculously over the they're fighting cancer and so on. And then there's the additional issue that the overwhelming majority of that 0.069% of lung cancer cases occur in people over 70. The survival rate is, you're 10% likely to survive longer than 10 years. Yeah, because you're very unlikely to be under 70 when you get a diagnosis. And the majority of that 10% of people who survive lung cancer longer than 10 years is almost certainly going to be in those under 70, or the overwhelming majority of those will be under 50. So you're going to get lung cancer in your life, sooner the better, obviously. It gives you an increased chance of surviving it. And then you just, then we have to draft ourselves into the quotidian. The really kind of, these tiny little statistics when it comes to things like passive smoking as a result of, you're building on the basic analysis of it, right? So passive smoking makes you 20% more likely to develop lung cancer. So what? You're very unlikely to get it anyway. Sorry to burst your bubble, your little cancer bubble. So it's you're probably not going to get cancer. Any cancer, even if you smoke. That's just the truth. And I don't think it's an accident that all this research sort of got pumped out there. So this vegan methane research is getting pumped out there now to, misdirect the public about things like catalytic converters, which weren't invented when the first anti-smoking research came out, and, misdirect the public about sort of the impact of methane when we started drilling for shale gas. So, fuck you. You're a bunch of fucking idiots if you believe this smoking rubbish.